The illusion of the separate self, remembering you are the universe. You believe yourself to be a person, a name, a mind, a body moving through time. You were told that you were born at a certain moment and that one day you will die. You were taught to see yourself as an island of consciousness, surrounded by a world that is not you. But what if that story, that sense of being a separate self, is the greatest illusion of all? The great Alan Watts once said, "You are something the whole universe is doing, in the same way that a wave is something the whole ocean is doing." The truth is simple, but we spend our lives running from it. You are not in the world. You are the world, remembering itself through your eyes. The game of separation. From birth, we are trained to divide reality. This is me, that is you. This is inside, that is outside. This is good, that is bad. But life itself makes no such divisions. The boundaries we defend so fiercely exist only in language and thought. Watts taught that the self we cling to, the little I we carry around in our heads, is nothing more than a social construct, an echo, a role, a mask. We are actors in a divine play, forgetting, for the sake of the game, that we are also the playwright. He said, "We suffer because we take our symbols for reality, money for wealth, time for life, words for experience, and the ego for the soul. The separate self is a story told by memory, and yet, behind the story, life is happening effortlessly, breathing, growing, flowing, changing, without a you controlling it. Just as the heart beats on its own, so the stars burn on their own, and between your pulse and the galaxies, there is no true line. Only one motion, one energy, dancing in infinite forms. The great pretending. The universe," Watts said, "is a game of hide and seek. It hides itself in form, in trees, in clouds, in people, and then forgets, just to enjoy the miracle of remembering. You are the one playing as the many, pretending to be separate, just to feel the beauty of reunion. The spiritual journey is not about becoming something higher. It's about realizing you were never apart from the whole. To awaken is not to transcend the human, but to see the divine in the human completely. The weight of control. We spend our lives trying to control what was never ours to control. We cling to the future as if we can hold time still. We resist change, forgetting that change is life itself." Watts would laugh softly and say, "Trying to control the world is like trying to smooth out water. The more you press, the more it ripples. Control is fear disguised as purpose. But when we release control, we return to harmony, the effortless rhythm of what is. Look at a flower, it doesn't try to bloom. It unfolds naturally. You are no different. When the false self falls away, life begins to live you. And for the first time, everything moves in tune with everything else. The dance of life." Watts often said, "Life is not a journey with a destination, it's a dance. We were never meant to reach the end, only to move, to feel, to flow. Each moment is complete unto itself. The ego wants progress. The soul knows perfection already is. When you dance, you don't move to get somewhere. You move because the music is beautiful. Life is that music. And when you stop trying to lead, you realize you were never apart from the song. You are the dancer and the dance." The freedom of letting go. Letting go does not mean losing. It means trusting the intelligence that moves the universe. Alan Watts once said, "Muddy water is best cleared by leaving it alone. The more you let things be, the more they reveal their natural order. When you stop grasping, you start seeing, and what you see is wonder. A world alive, aware, and whole beyond measure. The trees, the sky, your breath, they are not things you witness. They are you, expressed in form. And in that realization, fear dissolves. Because how can you be afraid when there is nothing outside of you to fear? The seeing of oneness. Watts taught that enlightenment is simply seeing things as they are, without judgment, without division. The true self is not found through effort, but through relaxation. through the surrender into being. When you let go of the illusion of control, you become part of the great unfolding. The wave returns to the ocean and remembers it was never lost. He said, "You do not come into this world. You come out of it as leaves from a tree." And that is the essence of awakening. The realization that life is not happening to you. It is happening as you. The self that is no self. There is no separate self to save. No ego to transcend. No soul to purify. Only the dance of the universe, playing as you. When you see that, everything changes. And yet, everything stays exactly the same. The wind still moves. The rain still falls. The heart still beats. But now, you see it all, for what it has always been. The one in endless disguise. Alan Watts called it the Great Awakening. Not the gaining of knowledge, but the loss of illusion. And in that moment, you understand. You were never a person trying to find God. You were God, trying to remember you were never lost. So rest, breathe, and remember, you are not in the universe. You are the universe, experiencing itself for the joy of it.